Preparing figures for paper sculpture is painstaking work, and a process that takes a great deal of forward planning and experience.
You have to think in perspective, but you've only got a very narrow depth of field, as it were. So I've only got a few millimetres to work in because it has to fit into a frame. So I have to give the illusion of 3 dimensions. That's the interesting thing about paper sculpture, is that the thinnest piece of paper overlaid onto another one will create a shadow. But it's the perspective you have to try and create, which can be very challenging.
Accelerated by 20 times, this sequence gives a good idea of what's involved in creating the head of just one paper character. Paper sculpture has specific technical and creative problems that have to be dealt with. Creating a 3-dimensional image in 2-dimensional space requires thinking of a very particular kind.
If you're doing a tram, for instance, which is supposed to be about 80 feet long, and you've only got like 2 millimetres to work in, you have to have perspective. That's the only way you can do it. So you have a good reference, a good photographic reference is probably the best way of doing it, because it's already in perspective for you. Cameras do a lot of the work. But if you're having to draw, that would be very, very time consuming, very impossible for me. Even for an artist who could draw horses. On the run, it would be very, very hard to get that perspective. But the camera does it instantly, so it's a lot easier. I guess I'm just gifted with the gift of visualizing things. So when I look at something, I say, yeah, that would work, that would go this way or that way. And it's just like doing a design. Who knows where that idea comes from, but there's an idea there. And once I've got a starting idea, I can develop it 10 or 20 different ways if I wish to, and then choose the best one of that. So no one can explain the creative process. It's just something that's there in you, and that's why you do what you do.